I'm Derek Joyce and I'm here with Paul Warda, and this is I'm Not the Expert But. This is a podcast where we discuss everything from quantum physics to the latest episode of South Park and everything in between. So grab a cup of tea, pull up a chair and join us.
Shit disaster. Happy Friday the 13th.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. These seem to roll around more often.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that long ago now since we done our very superstitious part 2.
When I was growing up, Friday the 13th were few and far between, or they felt few and far between.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because it didn't fucking matter to me, or if...
No, it does. It does seem
but
to
yeah,
be.
that was loads. And I was talking to you before we recorded this, and at this stage, it's ages ago because I was away and then I was working, all that kind of crick. And I was saying, no, there's only, there's 1 or 2 a year. Or not. But I looked down through the calendar that we set up so we could log in what we're doing, when we're doing it, and what's dropping as a podcast.
We're actually getting organised now.
Yeah, we are. It's serious fucking business now, even though it doesn't sound it. And I'm not sure which year it was, but I went down a few years and there were 3 in 1 year.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's mad. But there you go. Happy Friday the 13th. More superstitions coming your way. And by the way, if you hear a dog barking, that's a bad omen and it means bad shit for you.
No, it doesn't. It just means Molly's
It just means there's a dog in the kitchen. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. When's your birthday?
24th November.
Okay.
That's personal data.
I'm before that. I'm in October.
That's right.
Yeah. You're not to wish me a happy birthday before the day.
All right.
Especially if we're in Russia. Right.
Right, okay.
In Russia, wishing someone a happy birthday before the day is considered bad luck, apparently, as is celebrating it prematurely.
Where'd you say
So
that?
if I say, and I don't think it is, but if I say my birthday's on a Friday this year and I'm going to be away, something, and you say, let's go out for a beer the Friday before.
It's weird you say that because I was
Can't do
only literally watching something last night and that came up in it, actually. What was I watching?
It's mad, isn't it?
Oh, I was watching... what do you call it? The Ipcris file. It might have been that. Oh,
the amount of times I've broken that superstition.
Yeah.
Not broken it
time,
as in I mean they're all fucking
we'd
ridiculous
often
anyway.
have the kid's birthday the weekend before.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh no, we can't have it this day
If
because he's in school. So let's have it the weekend before.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not Russian, so it's okay.
There's a friend of mine has his birthday on the 11th of September.
Right.
9/11.
Oh, okay, 9/11. Yeah,
and the year that happened, he changed it to the day. The year after that happened on the first anniversary, he changed it.
Yeah, he celebrated it. Yeah,
I think it was early that he celebrated it, and then he reverted it back.
Yeah, because
it
would be it would be good luck to be out partying on the first anniversary. I suppose.
Yeah, kind of fucking weird.
I understand. Yeah,
that's a fucking stupid superstition, but. They're all stupid superstitions.
They're all completely stupid.
They're all fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we were, before we started recording this, we're talking about the meaning of superstition.
Yeah, the origin of the word, yeah.
And you looked it up.
Yeah, we actually both looked it up today. So it comes from the Latin superstitio.
Yeah.
Which means an excessive fear of the gods.
So it's the fucking gods again.
It's the gods
So
again.
Me beating on the gods in all of our podcasts, there was actually method to my madness.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuckers.
But, So.
And that's another thing that we'll get into a little down the way. Toasting people. Cheers to people.
Yeah.
That's originated from the gods. You were toasting the gods.
Right. And going back.
Raising a glass to the gods, to honour the gods.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. But going back to your previous one about in Russia, toasts in Russia are like they go on and on and on. Like you'll drink to this, and then you'll drink to that, and then you'll drink to another thing.
Yeah.
And you'll drink to everybody at the table individually. You'll go around and
that's
any excuse for more
drinking.
vodka.
Yeah, that's heavy drinking. Russians also believe that shaking hands or kissing guests over the threshold of a house is no fucking way. Hell no.
Okay, that's really bad luck, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They believe the house spirit resides at the threshold of the house, and bridging that gap with a handshake. Like someone knocks on your door and how's it going? I'm such, and you shake hands with them. You're bridging that gap. Or it's, I haven't seen you in ages, and you give them a hug and a kiss. You're bridging that gap. And bridging that gap creates a situation where bad luck is able to get into your house. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, yeah.
Weird.
It makes it kind of, a stupid kind of sense in that it's bridging the gap and creating a bridge for the bad spirits to get in. It has a certain logic to it, but it's utterly bollocks.
Has a logic to it in the sense that people believed in gods and spirits at one stage.
Yeah, no,
so we can see where it came from.
Yeah.
But logic in the sense that it's a thing, not a hope.
No.
Oh,
yeah, no, I just mean logic in the sense that it has some kind of, rational idea behind it, whereas a lot of the ones I'm going to give you, they don't have, or I haven't discovered any kind of, any background or any reason for them. Like one, for instance, in Brazil, it's bad luck for your handbag to touch the ground. It means you will be poor.
That's good for guys.
Yeah. Not really that.
Well, it is, because we don't have handbags. Nothing to touch the ground. I'm going to be poor all on my own, thanks very much.
If your wallet touches the ground, you're probably going to be poor for that week anyway, especially if your wages was in it.
That's true. That's true. Also in Russia, giving a bouquet of flowers, same as everywhere, is a great idea. However, birthday bouquets should be odd-numbered because even-number bouquets are reserved for funerals.
Like the number of flowers in the bouquet, like?
I got you a dozen red roses for your birthday because I love you, and she gives you a big slap in the face.
Because it means it's for a funeral.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so the baker's dozen it is if you're dating any Russian girls there.
Yep, that's it. Especially if they're kind of old and superstitious.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
And here's a weird. Like all superstitions aren't fucking weird in their own way, shape, or form. Here's a weird one. Before going on a journey, superstition dictates that all members of the group sit in silence before. It doesn't have to be for a long time, but it's believed that this will ensure a safe journey. And it doesn't have to be everybody gone on the trip.
Right.
So if I'm emigrating from Russia to the States, because this is still based in Russia.
Right.
Everybody in my group, so that'd be my family, my friends, we all get together and sit in silence. I don't know if it's for a minute silence or 2 minute silence. It doesn't really have a time frame to it.
Just any kind of, any kind of fleeting moment where everybody in the group is not talking. Like
is together and there and conscious of why they're there.
Yeah.
And that's
kind of a nice
a harbinger of a good journey.
Yeah, and that's kind of a nice one. That kind of, because yourself, any kind of celebration or whatever. You know what I mean? So that kind of idea of just taking a moment just to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. It's weird, but it's good.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah. So I'm jumping over to your Brazil thing before, and then I'll jump back to Russia. What's the solution, apart from the obvious not putting your handbag on the ground?
I don't know.
If your wallet or handbag falls on the ground.
It means you're going to be poor.
But is there, you chuck salt over your shoulder or some shit like that?
I have no idea that. I didn't look that deeply into it. It's just, I don't know.
Okay. So there's nothing. So, if your wallet falls, kick it all the way home.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, if you're in Rio, pick it up as quick as you can before it gets lifted. Or anywhere for that matter, really.
This one, and going back to Russia, comes from the Cossacks.
Right.
Putting empty bottles on the floor brings good luck.
Okay, so handbags, bad luck, bottles, good luck.
Yeah, but when you're drinking with your mates and you just finish the bottle, put it on the floor.
Okay. Well, it makes more room for the full ones on the table.
It does, but legend has it that when Cossack soldiers drove Napoleon back to France in 1814, they worked out that Parisian restaurateurs charged customers per bottle rather than per bottle ordered. So if they see bottles on the table as 24 to 60 or whatever it is, they worked out.
So if they're hidden on the floor, they might miss them.
That if you take them off the table and put them on the floor, because obviously everybody was very honest in France, in Paris, then they weren't counted. And they took that back to Russia with them, and that became the superstition. When you finish the bottle, it's good luck, because it was good luck to their pocket.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was good luck if they took their bottles off the table and only left kind of full ones on the table, which is fucking deadly.
Actually, that's something I never really got, was the whole idea of a bar tab. That was really alien to me when I was in America. Like, you don't pay for your drinks individually at the bar. Like, you settle your bill at the end of the night. That's fucking dangerous for anyone. You might only have 20 quid in your pocket, but you might fucking drink fucking €30 worth of.
Yeah,
Or
I
the
worked in
beer
a
if you get a
pub.
buzz on, like, you know.
I worked in a pub in Germany and they did tabs. And the amount of times there was a stink kicked up because that's not my fucking bill.
Yeah. I just don't
Or
get
the
it.
German
Like,
equivalent of that.
I don't get the kind of sense in even doing it. Like, it's just.
I think bar tabs probably originated around loyal customers that were always there.
Oh yeah, no, come here, listen.
There's Paul again. What's he
I've
having?
seen
2
local
pints Guinness.
pubs giving credit and stuff
Yeah.
as well. I mean, that kind of still goes
That's
on,
weird.
you know.
Yeah.
It's a bit more unofficial, but you
That's
know, like
weird.
if you're well enough known in a pub and you haven't got money and you're desperate for a drink, they won't see you stuck, you know. In some pubs, anyway.
That's different to a bar tab, though.
I know, yeah. Well, it is. It isn't. It isn't. I mean, it's an extended period bar tab, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But no, I never got the fucking sense of, you know, sitting there drinking all night and then having to calculate what you've got to pay or calculate what.
Well, you see,
what
you
you're
don't
drinking.
calculate. All the receipts are there.
Yeah, well, maybe just that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not.
No, but I mean, you're still calculating. You're still adding up the receipts or whatever. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is,
well,
in
all
your
the
head,
trouble.
like, if you've got €20 and you know you've only got, like, you know you've got €20, so you're keeping that €20. But what if you drink €22 worth of beer?
What the fuck would €20 get you these
No, but you
days?
know what I mean. I'm
Yeah,
just using
I
that as an
do.
example, like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Whereas if you're going up each time and you're paying individually and then, you know, well, I've only got a few coins left, I
Yeah,
haven't got
yeah.
enough for the bottle, I'm going home. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that, you know, because the more drunk you get, the less able you are to work this shit out, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of fucking pubs and sitting at tables drinking and all that kind of crack, and I'm sure it goes for every table.
Yeah.
But unmarried people should
Not
avoid.
like me anymore.
Yeah. You can sit wherever you like.
Newlywed.
Yeah. Unmarried people should avoid sitting at the corner of a table or they'll never get married.
Okay.
That's a superstition I hadn't heard before.
No.
Yeah, and I don't know where it comes from.
Not like nobody puts baby in a corner kind of thing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dirty Dancing.
Jesus
Come on, you must have seen
Christ.
Dirty Dancing.
No,
And it's the most
intentionally.
memeable. It's the most memeable thing ever.
Oh,
no one
good.
puts baby in a corner.
Intentionally ignored Dirty Dancing.
You've never been on a date, obviously.
No, I'm a sad fucker.
Ultimate date movie.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but they won't get married. But some people believe it only lasts 7 years.
Okay. So
There's
we're
that
married
whole
for
7 years thing again. And that's going to crop up as we're talking.
And I know we've talked about this in the previous Superstitions episodes. Like
What
that
did we
number
say about
7. Oh, geez. You know, lucky number 7, unlucky number 7,
Yeah,
depending on where in the world you
yeah.
are. And
Lucky number 7, okay. And then 7 years bad luck.
7 years bad luck.
What is the
7 deadly sins.
7 days a week?
You know, yeah. Just that 7, you know. It's
Yeah, it's
the
weird.
universal.
The 7-headed Hydra.
Yeah,
that
I'm
one?
not sure that's really.
And there's
relevant,
that
but-
Aztec stuff as well
Yeah.
with their 7 this and 7
and
that.
7 steps in the pyramid, and there's so many of them. Like, it's just, I don't know. People like the number 7.
And there's a claim, like they claim you break a mirror and it's 7 years bad luck, but after 7 years it's gone.
Yeah.
Right?
And then
Okay.
there's the 7 goals that Everton have already conceded this season.
Paul's being a prick. The whole 7-year bad luck thing might have something to do with the claim that every cell in your body is replaced after 7 years.
Oh.
So you're not you.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
no, it's not true. I mean, it's true in the sense that yes, it does, but not for all your body.
Yeah, I was going to say,
You
like,
know?
yeah,
Yeah.
it
But-
doesn't happen in 7-year cycles, I'd imagine.
No, it's not a 7-year cycle and everything gets renewed
Yeah,
or anything like that.
It's just within 7
They do
years.
get replaced. Most of them do get replaced at different rates,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Some neurons in the brain stay with the person for their entire life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, brain cells don't regrow. Or,
Well, you can kill them. Yeah.
no, I know
But
that.
the 40%
They don't regenerate.
40% of cardiomyocytes in the heart are exchanged throughout your life. And cardiomyocytes are the fellas that pump your heart.
Oh, okay. So
They flex the heart so
yeah, they
it
cause the
pumps
muscle
blood.
to retract.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Yeah, it's a bit.
Maybe that's where it came from. You know, but with superstitions and shit like that, all of that originated before the 7 years bad luck shit
Yeah, before
originated,
you even knew
before
what cells
anybody
was.
knew about that,
Yeah.
you know.
It's
But
just-
it's just, it's a
arbitrary, I'd say.
coincidence that it's 7 years.
Mm.
Why it's always fucking number 7.
Yeah, like I don't go like really big into that numerology stuff and all. Like, there's people that are obsessed with this stuff, numbers and everything having a meaning. And
yeah. The only thing I think about numbers having meaning and being the fundamental meaning to everything is math is
it's the
universal language.
The universal language and the
Yeah,
building
yeah.
blocks of, all life, I suppose.
Yeah.
In some ways of putting it. And, if aliens kind of fucking rock up during the week, it'll probably be through mathematics that we communicate because it's universal.
Yeah.
Numbers are 2 and 2 is always 2. It doesn't matter what fucking language you're in or what. What
2
did I
and
say?
2 is always 2.
Sorry. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start again.
Okay. If there are any aliens out there monitoring our frequencies, Paul's not the fella to go to.
I know, but can you imagine how fucking embarrassing it would be if they rock up and say, take us to your leaders?
Yeah. Like,
Anyway,
what the fuck are we going to do?
let's not go
Take
there.
them to John Cleese,
Yeah.
because he was a fucking deadly mathematician
That's
in the day
right.
the earth stood still.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go and see him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. A Filipino tradition called pag-pag, P-A-G-P-A-G,
Right.
says that you should never go straight home after a wake or funeral
Right.
in case there's a bad spirit has attached itself to you and follows you home. And most people in the Philippines, when they leave a wake or a funeral, go to a restaurant or a supermarket
Right.
before they go home. So whether I believe in that superstition or I don't believe in that superstition, it may be just a family thing that we don't go home after
a funeral.
we go out for something to eat.
Mm.
But it may be steeped in
Yeah.
superstition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
It has the basis there. They might not even know why, but it's just, because it's just not done,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me something else weird.
Okay, so in Denmark, you place broken dishes on the doorstep of your friend at New Year to invoke luck in friendships for the rest of the year. For both you and the person whose doorstep you're putting sharp, broken
Objects on.
ceramics on. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
what I
good
was
luck
thinking
unless
of
you
you
comes out
reading that out.
barefoot
And
the
I was
next
like,
morning,
if Paul rocked up to my fucking house and left broken dishes on my doorstep, I'd rock up to his and leave a bag of flaming shit or something. I mean, what the fuck?
Yep, so there you go.
That's mad.
Try another one.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, now I'm going to be vulgar for this one, right? So apologies if you're sensitive.
I apologise for nothing.
Right. Right. In Thailand, wearing a wooden dick amulet, right? A wooden penis around your neck or on your arm or whatever
I've
brings
changed
good luck in gambling.
I can't even begin to think how that
I have
works.
no idea the origins of it.
I'm going out to the fucking bookies. Don't forget your wooden cock.
Don't forget your dildo.
Okay, yeah.
Very strange one indeed. If anyone knows the origins or if anyone cares to look up the origins,
Don't bother telling me.
no, do let us know. I'm actually
Yeah,
fascinated by that one.
That's nuts.
Mm.
Like, most times when you listen to superstitions or hear them, you go, yeah, I can kind of see where that comes from. I've
Like I
no
said with
idea
the
where that
threshold
comes
one
from.
earlier
Yeah.
and bridging the threshold and stuff. Yeah, no, absolutely. That one is just, that's out there. Like, but then again, Eastern philosophy and, different things, virility and luck.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not even going to try and put
No,
logic
I'm not
on it.
gonna-
No.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And kind of speaking of Eastern ones, although this one now it is attributed to Korea, but I think this is a bit more universal because I've heard, like, I know here it's supposedly bad manners to write in red pen.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I mean, teachers would have drummed that into
Yeah,
us when we
yeah.
were kids and bollock. But anyway, in Korea, it's actually bad luck to write a person's name in red ink. It invokes death upon that person.
Why would you write someone's... under what circumstances would you write
Under
someone?
any
No, I know the superstition, but under what circumstances would you write a person's name in red?
When you haven't got a black pen or a blue pen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't write.
I can't picture
Like,
a
you wouldn't write a
scenario.
birthday card and fucking.
Yeah,
red
that's what I mean.
ink
That's what I
put
mean.
their
Or a
name on the
note,
envelope
a note from your ma. Don't forget to pick up the Dell. Don't forget to pick up whatever in red ink. It's just not something a scenario I could picture.
Oh, well, come here. If it's a note in the house like that, you're just leaving it on the fucking fridge or something. If there's a red pen to hand, it's getting written in red. I wouldn't give a shit. Like, I wouldn't go looking for a blue pen if I had a red pen for something like that. But if
And
it's something
nowadays,
there,
nobody leaves anybody notes. They all just
I
send
know,
a
it's all
text.
fucking text message now. And yeah.
No, fuck that. Whistling indoors in Lithuania is believed to summon evil spirits and demons.
Right.
And it's forbidden in many homes.
It's also really fucking rude. Hey, fucking whistling.
I don't mind whistling at all, provided the whistler can whistle.
If it's tuneful, I suppose.
And I don't know many whistlers that can whistle.
No.
Tunefully.
I have a whistler at home. He's like a really bad habit he's developed of late, just whistling all the time. It's horrible.
I know a couple of people who whistle tunes an octave too high or too low or a combination of both.
I'm a terrible whistler. I'm a fucking terrible whistler. I just
whistle.
don't do it. Like I used to when I was working and stuff, and you'd be whistling away. Whistle.
Can't whistle.
No.
In Germany, a toast with water is considered to be wishing death upon you and every person present.
Okay. Note to self, don't fucking toast.
And this is what I was saying about toasting is worshipping the gods.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so you're just being fucking, here fucking God, you can have some water.
It harks back to ancient Greece where the dead would drink from the river Lethe in the underworld to forget their corporeal lives and make the transition to the underworld less, inverted commas, painful.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose, in some ways.
Besides wishing death upon you and your fellow toasters, you would also incur the wrath of the gods.
Those fucking gods and their wrath.
Yeah, there you go. Honouring them, inverted commas, with such a boring drink.
I was just about to say that, yeah. All right. I think I may have already said it. Yeah. Fucking toasting the gods.
I was going to say a bunch of narcissistic fuckers.
I think we've established that. I think we've established what they are.
Narcissus was a narcissistic fucker, and he turned into a bunch of daffodils.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Actually, funny enough, I mean, we're talking about how the Greek gods get everywhere, right? I'm on a major Star Trek kick at the moment. So I've been listening to fucking Star Trek books, I've been watching Star Trek movies, and then I actually sat down and I watched a few of the episodes of the 1966 original Star Trek show, which I've seen bits and pieces of it over the year, but I never actually sat down and actually watched it. But there's one episode where they get captured by a giant green hand in space, right? It's holding the Enterprise. A hand.
Yeah,
literally a green hand in space, and then they get transported down to this planet and they're basically held prisoner by Apollo. And it's,
I've got vague memories of that.
Yeah, and it's it's like a mock-up of ancient Greece, and he basically wants them to worship him because nobody worships the gods anymore, and he's lonely and he's narcissistic, and he wants to be adored and he wants to be loved and worshipped. It's actually it's a very clever episode. Even though it was done in the 60s, it still felt fresh watching it. Like, it was really cleverly done, and the fucking effects and shit were nonsense, but it really showed the kind of narcissism of the Greek gods. Whereas that would have probably gone over my head a year ago, but because we've done so much and started to understand the Greek gods a lot more, I'm watching it and going, Jesus,
I think I'd probably swap understand with ridicule. That's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
We don't understand the gods anymore. We just ridicule them.
Yes, and that's pretty much, Kirk's fucking reaction in the show is that, we've moved beyond worshipping your god, Get over yourself and fuck off,
According to ancient Japanese superstition, sleeping with your head pointed north is a bad omen because that's how the dead are laid out.
Oh, I think we've done that one before, I
don't know if we did that one when it was seppuku. And we were saying the room had to be oriented in a direction or the mat they were on or some shit like that. Maybe
that's what it was from the samurai one, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't write this down, but I read this as well. Yeah. In Africa, and I can't remember which country it is in Africa, sleeping with your head to the west is a bad idea.
Okay. Any idea why? Or?
I haven't a clue. So I'm sure you can navigate your way around the world and land in places where you're not supposed to point your head when you sleep.
Yeah. And actually, that leads me to another really fucking weird thing as well. Apparently now, and I have no idea what the logic or anything fucking else is in this one, right? Apparently a new FIFA regulation, all new stadia, the pitch has to go east-west as opposed to north-south.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah. I was only reading up on it the other day because, as you know, Dalymount Park is supposedly getting renovated.
Yeah.
Whatever fucking happens. But they're going to rotate the pitch 90 degrees and it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, we're all going, like, why is it? It's a fucking FIFA directorate. New stadiums, all pitches must lie east-west. I think it has to do with the sun and goalkeepers' eyes at sunset and stuff.
I was just about to say.
I think that's,
But surely
Or maybe it's the opposite. Yeah,
That would differ.
Yeah,
around
maybe
the
it's
world,
north, south then. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
that
whatever-
differ around the world. But I mean, if they all
Well,
go
no,
east,
the
west,
sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Doesn't matter where you are. Well, in the northern hemisphere, isn't it? No, it'll always rise.
I know it
in the
always
east
rises
and
in
set
the
in the
east and
west,
west.
yeah.
But
It's on the
surely the
horizon.
layout of stadiums, maybe that's what they're saying. But the layout of stadiums isn't aligned with east-west, sunrise, sunset. So the sun is always going to be in somebody's eyes.
I know, but it's kind of particularly for the goalkeepers though. So like if your goal is
I get
facing
that
east
as well.
and the sun is setting, it's in your goalkeeper's eyes. I think
Just
that was
build
the
them with a
logic
fucking
of it.
roof.
I know, but it's still nuts though, isn't it? But
Give them a baseball cap.
Yeah, but have to turn the stadium 90 degrees at an extra cost just because of this FIFA regulation.
Yeah.
So there you go. And maybe it's because of a superstition.
Yeah,
Maybe the
it could
guy
be.
who's the head of FIFA now is a superstitious guy. I don't know.
Maybe, or maybe it's just logic.
Strange logic,
Yeah,
but anyway,
it is.
yeah.
Well, most logic is.
Anyway, listen, a lot of mine are New Year's Eve orientated for some reason. In Spain on New Year's Eve, it is good luck to eat 12 grapes at the stroke of midnight, so one with each chime of the bells.
Okay. Any particular
that might
colour
not-
of a grape?
It's just supposed to be good luck for the rest of the
Alright.
year. But if you think about it, like that doesn't sound much, but I've actually seen a video of it, and those bong, bong, bong.
That's every second,
Oh,
isn't it?
It's nearly a
Yeah,
grape
yeah.
every second, so by the time you get to the 12, you've probably got 7 or 8 of them stuffed into your gob. Like.
Well, if you're sticking to it, you've got 12 shoved into your
No,
gob
but
and you're fucking gagging. Yeah.
but like you're swallowing
Yeah,
as well. So, but like you've probably got 7 to 8 of them in your mouth at a time anyway, which is fucking,
That just sounds like somebody having a laugh to me and someone else going, what the fuck is this for? And he's saying, it's good luck.
It's a New Year tradition.
Yeah. A tradition. I've never heard of it. Yeah, you have. Yeah.
The fact that it's grapes though makes me think the Greek gods are involved somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah. Fuckers are involved with everything.
Every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing.
Back in Japan, visit a shrine to make a curse. If you want to curse somebody,
Right.
you visit a shrine during the hour of the ox, which is 1 to 3 a.m.,
Okay.
which is 2 hours.
The hour of the ox is 2 hours long. Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's part of the curse. They should bring a straw doll, so it smacks of voodoo.
Yeah, I was going to say
And
that.
it's a
Voodoo doll.
representation of the person you want to curse.
Right.
And they should bring a large nail to
Very
nail it
voodoo.
to the shrine's holy tree.
Aye.
The nail should pierce the doll in the part of the
That you
body
want
that
it
you
worked.
want to curse.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
voodoo. It's fucking voodoo. Okay.
Yeah, it's a form of video. Voodoo. If the person cursing that other person is observed in the process
If
of
they're
making
caught,
that
like-
curse, all of the bad luck
We'll go on
reverts
then.
onto them.
So it's ninja shit.
So
or at least
it's
sneak in
not
like a
ninja shit.
No, no,
It's
no, I'm
a
saying you've got to
theory-
act like a ninja, sneak in, do it.
Yeah.
Or not get seen and get out. Yeah, yeah.
It's based on the theory of boing flip. You know what boing flip is?
No?
Boing flip. Someone says, you're a stupid fucker. Boing flip. But if you throw at me, it bounces off me and lands on you. That's what we used to say when we were kids. I was
Right.
boing flip. And then somebody would say, you're a prick. Boing flip. And it'd drive them insane. Boing flip. And just throw it back at them. And it was two nonsensical words that you throw at the boing flip. And then it got to the point where you just go and do the hand gesture, and they'd be like, fuck you, man. Yeah, it was good. Boing flip. It's the boing flip theory of getting somebody back.
Rightio.
In Japan as well, stepping on the border of a tatami mat, which is TATAMI mat, is said to bring bad luck.
Yeah.
Tatami mats are woven floor mats that might be seen in both traditional and modern Japanese homes.
Yeah, and they're also the unit of measurements of those homes and all buildings in Japan. It's like the way we have square feet.
Yeah.
They use tatami mat, so it's
do they?
yeah.
Okay,
it's
so they're all a specific size.
Yeah,
It's a
so
uniform thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
okay.
that's fucking 20 tatami mats, and that's 14.
They're often engraved with family emblems. They're around the edges. So standing on them is perceived as stepping on your parents' heads.
Ah,
I
again,
think-
a certain
I'm
logic to
sure
it.
I've seen something about it. You know the way you go in and they shuffle out their shoes and then step
yeah.
across the mat. That must be it.
Yeah, like if you've done martial arts, and I think you have, Del, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
You've covered
a
that
bit.
before. I think, you're encouraged to kind of step well onto the mat when you're stepping on, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember how.
Well, if your sensei was any use, you would be.
I can't remember how. I hope any one of my senseis hears you and knocks and kicks your arse. I can't remember how much of a rule it was, but it would have been something they had to do. And I don't know if they made their students do it, but I do have memories of them stepping on and that effort to step onto the mat.
Yeah.
It was like, it was
a big step, like, yeah.
Not a big,
no, not
take one small step, one giant step, or anything like that. But
like
it was
well away
it
from
was,
the edge, though.
Yeah, it was a step. It was a very obvious step.
Yeah,
so maybe that was it.
Edge,
yeah. The Japanese god of thunder, Raijin, that's Raijin.
Yeah, he was from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I never played that. I wouldn't know. The god of thunder, lightning, and storms would eat the belly buttons of children. Bet he didn't do that in the fucking game.
Well,
that was his power move.
He probably was. I mean, that game was pretty fucking messed up. Yeah. And all the little cheat codes where you could like turn them into babies and shit.
That could be, yeah. So maybe that's it. So
Raijin
is often seen with his companion Reiju, who's said to like nestling inside human belly buttons. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obsession with belly buttons.
Yeah.
Navel gazers.
When Raijin wants to wake Reiju, who's gone off for a bit of a kip in somebody's belly button, he strikes him with lightning. So covering your belly button stops Reiju from climbing in there in the first place.
And then you won't get struck by lightning.
And you don't get struck by lightning. And it's the adults that tell their children this.
Right.
So
as a way to keep their belly buttons.
Fire burns, too much water drowns. Reiju is going to strike you if you show up your belly button. Yeah. So don't do that. It's that weird superstition.
Anyone that has teenage daughters is now going, why didn't I know that sooner?
Yeah. In Britain, putting shoes on a table is considered bad luck.
Yeah, and in Ireland too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we were all get your fucking shoes off the table kind of thing.
Even brand new shoes.
And it's rude for starters.
But even brand new shoes when you come home, like you put them on the table, like my mad loser.
Back in the day, if they put shoes on a table, it signified that somebody had passed.
That's right.
The owner of the shoes had passed.
That rang a bell, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was an old thing when they were lying. Yeah, when they were being waked at home or whatever, the shoes would be on the table. Yeah. That's a really old.
We didn't do that for my dad. I don't remember doing that for my dad when we waked him.
Yeah, no, we didn't do it for Mum either, but I think me
grandparents. But it is a thing.
Possibly, yeah.
It is familiar.
It is definitely familiar,
yeah. Isn't that fucking nuts?
We're losing all the old ways as well, though. Which, in some ways isn't bad.
I was about to say losing some of them is okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with, but it's some of the other ones is like, fuck, nah, on your way, off your pop.
Yeah. I'm not one of these that harks back to, back in the good old days when
oh, God, I'm not that old. Yeah, I will be at some stage. Back when I was a
I used to walk to school and be barefoot in the snow and get polio.
Yeah. We had books tied with a belt.
Yeah.
And we walked. They were our school bags. Yeah. I'll be all them stories.
Like you see those posts
Give me 15
on Facebook
years and I'm going to be all over those stories.
No, do you ever see those posts on Facebook? And they tend to be from the right, And they're always, name something that we had when we were younger that we don't have anymore. And I always reply to those posts with polio. Every time.
Yeah.
Because
it'll land someday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, because it's it's this romanticized version of a fucking past that never existed there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Egyptians believe that hearing crows or ravens during the day is bad luck and means something bad will happen.
Geez, you wouldn't want to live in my house then.
Egyptians. Yeah, they're fucking all over the place.
Oh,
and I was thinking when I was writing this down, I was like,
us,
fuck them. I love crows and ravens.
Yeah, no, Lisa loves the noise of them roosting every night as well. I'm indifferent to it now at this stage. I mean, I say we've a forest beside us. It's more of a copse.
A copse. Yeah.
Copse or cops. Yeah.
Cops. It's more like cops. Why would you do?
Well, no, you know what I mean.
It's more of a copse. COPSE. Yeah.
COPS. No, COPSE, you're right.
Yeah,
what am I talking about? That's a copse, is it?
If there's aliens listening, they're not to contact you for mathematics. They're not to contact you for English. You're fucking
Fuck
just
off.
paint yourself into a corner, dude.
Fuck off.
I'm only kidding.
You there, fuck off. And when you get to where you're going, fuck off from there. And keep fucking off till you get back here and fuck off again.
Yeah. I'm only joking. Shoes and flip-flops can't be turned upside down. Ancient Egyptian believed that doing so would insult the gods.
Wait, hang on. Go
I have
right
no
back
idea.
there. Ancient Egyptians had flip-flops.
Yep.
Whoa. Seriously?
Well, I'm sure they had the
Well,
flip-flop
yeah,
design.
kind of tongue sandals. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they didn't have
suppose, yeah.
plastic
I
pennies
know, yeah,
flip-flops
obviously.
around.
Jesus, I know.
Yeah, but I'm sure that the design came
Mm.
from somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
And it's the closed shoe would be a relatively recent invention.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No?
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like I don't know, 17th, 50th. I don't know what.
I
century,
don't know
but
when it
medieval times, anyway, you're talking.
I don't even know if it was that.
Thereabouts.
And I'm sure the further north you went from
Mm.
Africa and the colder it got, the more you thought, fuck this shit.
Yeah,
and
before you're
covered up.
sweating the
Yeah,
fuck. Yeah. Smell of them.
Smell wouldn't bother me as much as cold would.
No, but yeah. Fucking true, man.
Did you ever see those blue fridge magnets that people get you when they're away in some fucking Egyptian
Oh, yeah, the
you
kind
know,
of
they're
scarab.
like eyes. It's not a
Yeah.
scarab.
Oh,
they're like eyes.
yes.
Might get them when someone's in Turkey or something like that.
Not the Eye of Ra. Is it the Eye of Ra?
No, it's not. It's because that's a big ornate
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
thing.
about.
It's
Yeah.
just a big circle. It looks like a blue fried egg.
Oh, no, I haven't seen those.
We got one of them each when we were kids, brought home from St. Like, what the fuck? It's a fridge magnet. And we just stuck them on the fridge. And gradually they fall off the fridge and they crack, whether the door was
Right.
shut
okay.
too harshly or whatever
Yeah,
it was, and they crack and they break. But I never understood it. But it originated in Egypt, and the blue turquoise protects from bad luck.
Oh, okay.
And it's present across the Arab world. So we would have got ours from Turkey or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
a blue figure of a turquoise eye, or blue beads, or a figure of a blue human palm, your hand, protects from evil. So it was the turquoise blue
Yeah.
that protected, but it wasn't specifically anything that's blue, that's turquoise.
Right.
It would have been
The Eye of the Hand.
the eye of the hand or this beads figurine, but it would be designated as this is lucky. But that's why they fucking give them. That's why all these retailers will sell them and people buy fridge magnets and bring them home to very unhappy kids that they only got a free fridge magnet from
Yeah.
fucking holidays. You were on 2-week holiday and you got me a fridge
Fucking
magnet.
Fridge magnet, yeah. I would have rather a fucking t-shirt saying my auntie went to fucking Turkey and all I got was this fucking t-shirt. At least you can wear that.
Yeah, but how many times are you gonna wear? I mean, I've gotten t-shirts that were Greek islands or
Yeah.
Mediterranean, like for the fucking.
I've got some of the
love it,
Australia
Jesus.
ones.
They're not bad, but yeah. So no,
If you haven't
I suppose
been,
it's
if you
what
haven't
floats your
been
boat.
somewhere, it's like wearing a band t-shirt for a band you've never fucking heard of,
Never done that,
I know, yeah, neither
and
have I.
I'd never do it. Yeah,
It's a very popular thing now.
ancient Egyptians also believed in knock on wood, which is our favorite superstition.
Ah, yeah, that's our one, yeah. To invoke the spirit of the gods.
They also believed that spirits dwelt in trees.
In trees, yeah.
Which brought me to which came first, the Celts or the Egyptians? You know, somebody had originated somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd love to know where.
The ancient no, I don't know. Yeah, no, the ancient Egyptians would have just about predated the Celts, wouldn't they? Would they?
I think they did, yeah. But that's
You have
as
to go
we,
back to the Celtic episode.
that's
to have a
history
listen,
as we know it.
yeah, well,
know?
that's
And history,
and it probably
as we
predates
don't
that
know
a
it,
long way back too.
there's an awful lot of history before it started
Mm.
being recorded. So
Actually,
I don't know
speaking
where
of
it came
something
from.
like that, actually, I watched a great film there last week, The Dig. Have you seen it?
No,
It's a dramatized version of a real event. In fact, I think on the eve of World War II, so 1939, I think it was. This kind of wealthy farmer lady. She was a widow. She had like several mounds on her land, and she always felt that there was something there. So she hired an archaeologist to excavate it.
okay.
Right? Yeah. So he started digging in one of the mounds, and they didn't find much. But she had said she had a feeling about like a fairly big one, and he was like, "Nah, I don't think there's anything there." And blah blah, fucking whatever. But anyway, they eventually move on to that mound, and they found the remains of a fucking ship that was used as a burial ship from I think they said the 600s, like not even medieval, the Dark Ages, essentially Anglo-Saxon. And you know what you know as the Anglo-Saxon helmet, the helmet with the faceplate and all.
Yeah.
That was found there. It's in a place called Suffolk, I think. But you know, it's become iconic now. But they actually found that helmet and loads of other treasures in it. But it's a really good movie. It's an awesome film.
Okay.
Really, really good.
I'll check it out.
So if you ever get a chance to watch it.
I will. Where's it on Netflix?
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. I don't know where I watched it.
I'll have a look. I'll find it somewhere.
It's really good. The Dig, it's called. Anyway.
Okay. I want to preempt this superstition with an apology to France in case I'm wrong.
Oh okay. Yeah. And actually, sorry, just before you move on, the reason I actually went into that, just because it's really confusing. Why the fuck are you talking about an archaeology? Yeah. When they were digging initially, they thought it was maybe 12th century or something. And it was only that, you know, when they started to uncover stuff that they realized much, much earlier. So that was kind of where we were talking about the Egyptian Celtic stuff, and it might have been earlier. That's what triggered that memory. Sorry.
Which came first?
Yeah.
The Egyptian egg or the Celtic chicken?
Yeah. So that's, that was what triggered that memory. Sorry.
In France?
Yeah.
Stepping in dog shit is considered good luck.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't
feel very lucky. On you, it's supposed to be good luck here, but I mean, that's not good luck either.
That doesn't work for me either.
No, that's fair.
So it's supposed to be good luck if it's stepped in with your left foot. Right foot is unlucky.
Yeah, it smells just as bad no matter which foot you
and it's just as messy to get off, and you're walking into the house.
Ugh, stop.
Yeah, no, fuck that. That's not something I do.
No Frenchies. Sorry, it's bad luck all round.
Apparently, having 13 people at dinner is thought to be profoundly bad luck, also in France.
Sorry, having 13 people at dinner?
And that's why. Why you're thinking is exactly why.
It would just have anything to do with the opening ceremony of the Olympics.
No, that's obviously not why.
No, because that was the Greek gods and not the Last Supper, which is
the Last Supper is what they're getting at. Yeah,
exactly.
So, if you've got 13 people at your dinner in France, send somebody the fuck home or invite somebody else. Yeah. Robustly clinking glasses or goblets before drinking, toasting. You know that everybody sloshes drink together.
Yeah.
Fucking everyone getting locked. That was very popular in the Middle Ages.
I was going to say that. Yeah, that's.
But so was poisoning.
Ah.
So
you slosh your drinks together.
They slosh their drink
everybody
together.
Dies, or nobody dies.
Would splash drink from one drinking vessel to another, and then all would drink it, and they all looked at each other. Excuse the pun, dead in each other's eyes, looking for a hint of suspicion or I don't want to drink this.
Who doesn't want to drink
it? And then
it?
nobody did. They were all super suspicious of each other. Yeah.
Actually, I seen something recently as well. See, there you go. Now, all these little memories getting triggered there. That's why I love these little conversations. I think it was a post on Facebook or something. Someone said it was very kind of profound. I wonder how many food tasters who suffered. No, sorry. I wonder how many chefs were killed because the king's food taster suffered allergies.
Yeah. Although, have you got food allergies?
Not really, no.
They'd have to be pretty pronounced.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you had like peanut allergy, let's say peanut allergy.
Oh, yeah, your throat just swells up.
Yeah. The food taster dies, so the
I'm
chef
sure a
gets
lot
his
of
head
people
chopped off,
died needlessly. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's an interesting take.
Do you want one about yo-yos?
Go on, yeah.
In Syria, yo-yos in 1933 were banned over fears that they would cause a drought. Muslim chiefs in Damascus attributed the rage of the heavens to the evilness of yo-yos. Because we all know
how evil yo-yos are.
Yo-yos are super evil. Fucking criminal masterminds.
Yeah, definitely. That's nearly as bad as the Americans fucking banning Kinder eggs. Because they're dangerous.
You know what? These Muslim chiefs in Damascus that banned yo-yos would lose their shit over fidget spinners.
Oh, God.
Wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's serious fucking devil worshipping going on there with that spinning shit, man. Yeah.
Get into that pit and stay there for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Go out and get his family and throw them in there as well.
Or fucking puppets, man. You'd be fucking executed for having a puppet.
Yeah. Fucking magic. Getting your hair cut on Tuesday in India will cause bad luck.
Okay, so all the barbers closed on Tuesday. But that's
Elders-
interesting. Actually, I'm going to stop you there. Because most barbers in this country don't open on Mondays.
Yeah, but
I always just
that's
assumed
because
that
they
It's
They
because
work on
nobody
Saturday.
bothers getting their fucking haircut or whatever.
No, I always thought it's because they work on Saturday.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only work 5 days. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Shut Sunday, Monday.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I was just wondering, was there a superstition attached to it? If there is in India,
I
then
don't
it's
know.
Tuesday.
I'd imagine their superstitions would probably be oriented around having blunt scissors or some shit like that. So, I don't know. But anyway, getting your hair cut on a Tuesday in India will cause bad luck. Elders suggest not to get your hair cut or shave on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Saturdays. There are specific days that you can get your hair cut on and ones you can't. It's believed,
So don't open a barber's in India then, because you're only going to work 2 days.
or do open a barber's because you're only going to work 3 days.
True, yeah.
It's- happens
or really book the trend. Open a fucking barber's and open 7 days.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
then you get loads of customers the days.
24/7 hairdos.
Yeah, exactly. When all the fuckers who, don't believe in
Yeah.
superstitions go, fucking barbers is open, I'm going there. Let's have a bit of that. Right, I'm off to India to open a barber's.
It's believed that on certain days, special kinds of rays come out of the planets and they're harmful to the health and well-being of people. Smacks of astrology,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Does a bit.
Okay, wait till you fucking hear this. Some of this is deadly
Right.
in the sense that it's fucking ridiculous. Tuesday is the day of Mars. Mars resides in our blood and hair has its origin in blood. In the sense it grows out of your fucking body, I guess. So don't get your hair cut on Tuesday.
Right. Because Mars Bar will be angry. Okay.
Excuse me, I'm turning a page.
No, that's
Thursday is the day of Jupiter, signifier of wealth, knowledge, and offspring. So if you don't want to be a poor, childless dumbass, don't get your hair cut on Thursday.
Thursday.
Saturday is the day of Saturn, the planet that gives life and death.
Hmm,
Saturn is also
Saturday,
related
Saturn,
to the
okay,
skin.
yeah.
Saturn is also related to the skin. Like, fucking really? Can't even see where they draw that line, but there you go. Therefore, cutting your hair on a Saturday reduces life by 7 months. There's number 7 again.
Yeah, there it is.
Fuck that.
This shit's bad shit, man.
So isn't that nuts? Yeah, that's such a complex.
I hope everybody
bullshit
else out there
superstition.
is listening to this
Yeah,
and
yeah.
rolling their eyes as hard as I'm
And
rolling my
going,
eyes right
"Fucking
now.
hell."
For
Yeah.
fuck's sake, like.
Okay, finally, last
Right.
one for your Friday the 13th.
Right.
The term honeymoon seemingly has its origins in Irish superstition.
Yes.
The bride and groom drink mead or honey wine on their
Yeah.
wedding day,
Yeah.
and 1 month after their wedding, they would again drink mead on the day of their honeymoon.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Not fucking deadly. That's
Someone
another
told
thing
me
Irish
that
people
on
have
my-
into the world.
Yeah. Someone told me that on my wedding day. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember who it was. Maybe my dad. Yeah, it's a really good one.
Yeah, it
I really
is.
like
isn't
that
it?
one. Yeah.
I like that one as much as I like, well, slightly less than I like the knock
Yeah.
on wood.
So, shit, I've already missed it now. I should have bought a bottle of champagne
you
for the
probably
1 month
should have,
anniversary. 'cause
Well,
that's-
not even champagne. I had
well,
to be mead.
yeah, but like we drank champagne on the day of the wedding. We didn't drink honey mead on the day of the wedding, so it'd be
Would it be the same drink?
yeah. That's what the kind of tradition is now, that you drink the same thing you drank on your wedding night.
Yeah,
on
I
the-
think traditions have changed.
yeah, because it's very hard to get your hands on honey mead these days. Now.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure you get it in Aldi.
Yeah, fucking Diagon Alley.
Yeah,
the
you would.
Aldi, the
You
middle
would.
aisle.
Yeah.
Hang on, just before we finish up, just mention Aldi. If there's anyone from Aldi listening out there, please, will you start to stock fucking coffee syrups? Because I can never get any anywhere. And there you go.
And that's it.
I like a syrup in my coffee.
Okay. You done?
That's it.
Happy days. Okay, listen.
Happy
Friday.
Saturday the 14th.
Happy Friday the 13th.
No,
lads.
no one has a happy Friday the 14th.
That's your law. Everyone has a happy Friday the 13th. They don't know because it's fucking stupid.
I hope
superstition.
tomorrow's better for you.
I hope today was great and I hope tomorrow's better. See you later.
Slán.